Don't be afraid to make hummus at home. It's actually super easy, and today I'm going to show you how to make it in just 10 minutes. Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and we're on a mission to help families eat well on a budget. We love cooking at home and showing you simple ways that you can make some of your favorite recipes at home. Today I'm going to show you how to make hummus. It's actually super simple and it comes together in 10 minutes. So stop buying the overpriced hummus in the grocery store because you can make an amazing hummus at home. And before we get started, you can find the full recipe linked in the description below, or you can always just go to Google and type in Eating on a Dime hummus and it will pull it right up for you. Now the first thing we need is a food processor. So I have linked my favorite food processor, but any kind will work. I actually broke mine, and the top that you push in broke, and so I do need to update one, but it'll still work today for what we're doing today. I still use it with salsa and everything. That they're very inexpensive, so I don't know why I still buy another one, but you know how we be sometimes. The first thing we're going to need is a quarter cup of tahini. Now I wanted to show you the jar. We're going to link it. Our grocery store actually didn't have any, and so we purchased it on Amazon, so we'll include that link for you. It's a pretty good sized jar, and we only need a quarter of a cup, so it's going to last for several batches. Then I'm just going to put a quarter cup into the food processor, and then we're going to add a lemon juice. So just getting this in here. Then we're going to do a whole lemon. Let me grab a knife. And then we're just going to juice this. Now, I love my juicer. It's so funny. I was watching some other people that cook like on YouTube, and they were squeezing their lemons by hand. I was like, it's 2025. Why are you doing that? So these are so great. They're very inexpensive. If you don't have one of these, grab it. I linked it for you as well. So we're going to do the whole large lemon. You could do, out of the jar, but there's just something about the fresh lemon that's just so much better. Then we're just going to start this food processor and mix it up. Okay, sorry guys, I gotta push the button. It just automatically started for me. Okay, so all that's doing is mixing everything together. I want to show you what it looks like. As you can see, everything is kind of blended together and it's ready for us to add the other ingredients. Now we're going to do a half a teaspoon of cumin and a half a teaspoon of salt, some minced garlic, try to get it all in there, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then we're going to put this back on and just blend it up real quick. Okay, just to get everything mixed through. Oh, looking good. It's looking great. Now you're going to need a can of chickpeas, garbanzo beans. I already have it open, but we're going to go and rinse and drain it. So I'm just draining them, and then we're going to give them a good rinse. Move them around so they can get thoroughly rinsed off. Okay, now we're going to put half of that in here. You could probably dump it all in there, but it's really thick, so I like to kind of do it in batches. So pop this on again. Okay. It's going to be really thick, and that's okay. Then we're going to add the rest of those in here and blend until smooth. This time I turned it on high. You can also do low, but we just want to make sure everything gets smashed together. Now, since it's super thick, go ahead and take a minute and use your spatula. I just use the one that I use for the tahini, and scrape down the sides just to make sure some of the chickpeas that aren't getting blended up will get blended up. And then we want to add about a tablespoon of water And we can keep doing that up to about 3 tablespoons of water, just depending on the consistency that you like. So I'm going to do that next. Now, since it's super thick, go ahead and take a minute and use your spatula. I just use the one that I use for the tahini, and scrape down the sides just to make sure some of the chickpeas that aren't getting blended up will get blended up. And then we want to add about a tablespoon of water. And we can keep doing that up to about 3 tablespoons of water, just depending on the consistency that you like. So I'm going to go ahead and add that first tablespoon of water and then blend it up. It's still pretty thick. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and add another tablespoon of water. Now remember, hummus can be as thick or as thin as you'd like. So you're going to add what you think is the perfect consistency for you. Okay, let's see if we're ready for it. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so I wanted to show you this is after 1 tablespoon of water, and it's still kind of chunky looking. And so I'm going to go ahead and add another tablespoon of water just to see if we can get it a little smoother to get that texture down. Okay, I tried it with the carrot, and I decided that I still want 1 more tablespoon of water. It's still perfect, but I just like mine a little bit creamier than kind of chunky. It's not chunky. I don't want to say chunky, but almost kind of grainy. And so having a little bit more liquid will help out with that. So 1 more, and then we're done. Okay, I wanted to show you, see how it looks a little smoother. That's what I was going after. Sorry for the puppies. But we're ready to dive in. Okay, so now we're just going to put it into a serving dish. So we're just going to scoop this out. I like to do something like kind of shallow because we're going to sprinkle paprika and a little bit of oil on top, and I want it like evenly distributed. You can just serve it in a bowl. You don't have to be fancy. You can even do it on a plate if you want to. Now, I've already tried this and it's really good, guys. I actually, I think it's better than a lot of the restaurants' hummus that I've gotten. So, dare I say, it's just very flavorful. And the fun thing is you can just kind of flavor it how you want after you get good at this. You know, you can do the whole roasted red pepper hummus where you can throw those in there. And what's also nice, you know exactly what is in this hummus. No fake stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm just spreading it out just so you can see it. So what I like to do is just drizzle a little bit more of that olive oil right on top. If you look at our pictures on Eat on a Dime, right now I'm not the prettiest, but we do like a cute little swirl. And then sprinkle it with a little bit of paprika. I'm just gonna literally sprinkle it with my fingers. That way it's kind of evenly distributed. It makes it so pretty and super tasty. Okay, let me wash my paprika fingers up and then we're ready to dive in. I'm super excited, guys. Now let's go in for the bite. I got celery. I got carrots and celery. You can do pita breads, and we even have a homemade recipe for homemade pitas that are way better than store-bought. I don't have any today, but I'm gonna have to go make some next, I think so, because this is super good. Let's jump in. Get a delicious bite. Really good. I'm a fan. Let's try some with the celery. See how easy that was? 10 minutes or less. Even with all the explaining, it was so quick to make. I love the paprika on top. We're gonna try it with celery. Okay, remember you can get the full recipe linked in the description, but you can also just Google Eat on a Dime hummus and it will pull right up for you. But yeah, once you tried this, I would love it if you would leave a comment and a review. That really helps us out. And it's the #1 way for you to communicate with us is by leaving a comment on our recipe site. And you can also leave a comment here if you have any questions or concerns. We'd love hearing from you. Okay, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time in my kitchen for another family-friendly recipe. Bye, guys. 2 thumbs up.